throughout the year. So here you go. 1. When I was really little, I didn't know how to smile. I would kind of pull back the corners of my mouth like this and just kind of hope for the best. And then one day, somebody caught me on a picture right before I started to laugh, and it produced the best smile I'd ever made. The only thing with that, you see, is I learned how to fake smile really easily. And some days, with the brightest smiles, I have the darkest shadows. I mean, in order to convince you I'm okay, I better at least look authentic. 2. In the mornings, before I get to erect my walls against the day, I feel I'm the most vulnerable. 3. A doctor or two recommended that if I get so worked up about stuff, then maybe I should try taking a chill pill. And I did. Citalopram to be exact, but I couldn't handle the side effects. You see, depression I understand, I grew up with, but anxiety, now that's a whole different monster. 4. When I know I really messed up, the only apology I can make is when no one else is around. With God as my witness, I dig deep to produce the most sincere apologies from my body. 5. Sometimes life is dark. Other times it is beautiful. For those of you that dwell with me in the darkness, I believe that when we see true beauty, we appreciate it more than everybody else. Never let anybody tell you that you are not a survivor. Okay, so that was my first piece. My second piece, I guess you can't really give a poet a mic and not expect him to talk about love. So thank you. So, I think a lot of us have those relationships where it's kind of push-pull, and you kind of want to jack them in the face, but help them through it afterwards. So I guess this is kind of my take on it. I refuse to be your glue. Do not use me in an attempt to put yourself back together because 1, you would be using me, and 2, I know I'm strong, but I don't want to be a part of you. Do not tell me of how I keep you sane. I don't want to be the jail that seals away your ghosts because in the end, they'll be trapped within me as well. But I will always tell you such damaged thoughts since in the end, we are both broken. And while it is not my job to fix you, you're broken in all the right places, so that like our hands, the spaces between our fingers can intertwine so that just for a moment, everything fits together. Okay. So this third piece, it's I guess I was thinking way in the future, and I don't really know how to preface it, but it's a letter to my unborn daughter. And all the chicks always love that. Sometimes, when I daydream, I imagine holding you in my arms. I imagine being able to understand what parenthood means and how love is truly boundless. But I start crying, gazing into your face. There are so many things I wish you didn't have to see, so many things that will hurt you before you understand why. When you have to explain to your friends that you got a dad and a daddy, but you got no mommy to explain your female body. People will ridicule you for having 2 dads at first, and it'll be difficult for you. But remember that people are mostly good-natured and just naturally curious. Don't hate them for asking questions you have no answers to. But don't block us out from your life because you don't understand. Because, you see, the world really is a beautiful place. You just need to cultivate the lens through which you see it. Weed out your insecurities and other people's projections, and plant your hope, beauty, and drive. And one day you will see all of your hard work pay off. And never lose hope. But whatever you do, remember your dad and your daddy will always have your back. Thank you, everybody.